Hey,
Hey,
cousins.
cousins. It's your boy King Izzy.
It's your girl, Nisha.
And it's your girl Tanika. What I'm gonna need for y'all to do is like,
Comment
Subscribe.
share.
and hit that notification bell below for me. So we
Thank
about to
you.
definitely get into some things. Y'all hear me? We about to get into some things. But before we start getting into Baddie South episode 3 and 4, I do want to jump back to 1 and 2 because we did forget the most important. I'm gonna say the most important scene out of the whole Baddie South. I felt as though that was the most iconic scene, the most memorable scene. It's still talked about now, and it's going into the fourth season of Baddies. So let's get into it. That's basically about Natalie and Sarah. That little scrumble was like, I don't know. That was a scrumble. But before I give my opinion, I want to get everybody else's opinion on how they seen it and how they felt about it. So just let me know how y'all felt about the whole Natalie and Sarah situation.
I felt like mm, Sarah King for that. She was with anything and everything.
I personally feel like from the beginning, I feel like the whole thing honestly shouldn't have even had happened because I feel like again it was just another little snippet for Zeus to get some views or something because they friendship been dead, they friendship been over with, so they didn't really need to meet up for anything. Honestly, it was just all a little
Right,
scene, and
right.
we're not gonna ignore the fact that yeah, security is supposed to, your private security is supposed to come strapped because if you get security that holds guns, they have a license for that so they can do that. But we're gonna talk about the fact that she came with the blicky in her bag too. Like she was ready for all out war. She didn't know what she was walking into, but
She came for
All
prepared.
everything
Sarah was
that was
saying in her
coming to
head, I
her.
know she was saying it in her head. Let any of these motherfuckers come out here, I'm gonna have one for each and every last one of them. I swear. That's what she
Yep,
was thinking, cause she was she even had to ask. She was like, cause nobody said nothing to me. Should I put mines up?
yep.
And he looking like, yeah, yeah. Me on the other hand, I'd have turned my back after I passed him. Bitch, put my shit right back in my purse and I'm not playing. I don't trust not neither
Period.
one of these hoes that's coming in here, especially if they rocking with her. I know she ain't rocking with me, so she's bound to let them do anything and everything to me. Put my shit right back in.
Yeah.
Period.
Yep. And I
And
also feel like the way I feel like she might low key be a little bit crazy because the way she walked in, like it was nothing wrong. They have no beef. She,
the
oh,
oh,
Miss
iconic.
None.
Oh, Miss None.
I
It's
was
like
just
she
like,
haven't seen her long lost friend in 7 years. Oh, Miss Nunn. Like, I haven't seen you in forever.
she knew she was being petty, and that's what I found so funny. She knew she was being
that's
petty, and she did not
that's
care.
why
You
Natalie
see the
stopped
way
that.
she knocked her over that chair?
What?
Because okay, we're gonna talk about why she knocked her over the chair. She ain't knock her over the chair because she was like saying something really crazy. You knocked her over the chair because she was bringing up the fact that you're half white and your mom is white and her name is Karen. Like I don't find nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna jack my mother regardless of period. I don't care what you say. But you tried to cancel her from the culture, and she just wanted to remind you that part of you is not a part of the culture. Don't get
Which
mad
is
at her.
absolutely correct. And then not only that, you had your mother on the beginning of the episode. So
Hmm.
I really don't see what was the point of you wanting to fight her for that. But I get how you feel. You always felt she always kind of felt as Sarah was trying to be a part of the culture because even when they were seeing it on the other I mean on the first baddies, uh Natalie was kind of agreeing with them, but when it comes down to Sarah, she's saying a whole different totally different situation.
Exactly. And
So
I'm
it
not
was
gonna
like you already kind of felt that way anyway, that she's not a part of the culture and all that she basically wants to be black.
Yeah,
basically.
And
basically.
And
and
I'm
a
not
lot of the
gonna
things
lie,
that
I realistically feel like honestly, Sarah was not wrong in a lot of the things she was saying because we all already know Natalie passed when she traveled or how she get down. her husband already, like we done already heard stuff. So to listen to what one of her old close friends who you traveled around the world with is
Yeah.
actually coming out and saying, it's not hard to believe. Realistically, you just mad that she blowing out your business, which I would
And
be mad too.
that's another thing that I felt, that she was mad that she just kept on blowing her business out there.
Yeah, and I would be mad about that too as any human being. If I trusted you as my friend to go around the world and do whatever I was doing with you, I trusted that that was between me and you. But what the minute we got mad, you let the whole world know what we was doing. Anybody would be mad about that. Keep it a stack on why you want to fight her. It's not because of nothing else but the fact that she blowing your business out there and
Yeah.
you're married with a kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
And you
it.
Yeah.
don't want her to make you out there looking stupid. But that's not something that we're gonna dwell on. It was a very iconic fight, very needed to talk about. But we do got more things to talk about, and it was more tea to get up into.
Mm-hmm.
So my second thing is we now are starting to get into the episode. This is going to be episode 3 and 4 going on. So we're about to start getting that. So my second topic that I wanted to talk about is the whole persuasion versus in 2 times. Not one, but two. She was petite. But my whole thing about that is I want to get straight into that because I felt as though and you was coming down there, you was looking for a fight that you thought you was going to win, and it did not play out in your direction how you wanted to
Your
at the end
favorite
of the
at
day.
all.
Cause you, even though you was on top, you still ended up on the floor with the couch flipped over you and a bodyguard on top of you on top of it. So it's like, Persuasion, you did your big one. Kudos. Because you definitely did your big one. You held it down, and that's not even something that you wanted to do anyway. You already kept on telling her that's not something that you want to do. Like, why do she keep antagonizing you? Why she keep starting all that? So we already knew that you didn't want to fight or nothing like that. Especially after just fighting yesterday and stuff like that. Nobody want to keep fighting there every day. We supposed to be getting to a bag, not be fighting. So
Amen.
so the simple fact that she flipped her over that couch and she started eating her into that I mean which until the security guard got in between them. She while she was on that floor, she was dinging her out because you seen those hits just going through, 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 through.
Yep.
And my whole thing is like she is tired. Like as any human being, if I just fought yesterday 2 times and not just fighting but fighting Christian Rock and the way that that fight went, I would be drained too. And she literally had just got her wig reinstalled like an hour before that. She was sitting on the couch chilling, minding her business completely, and you walked up on some rah rah because one, you're drunk, and two, you been said you was bored and you wanted to cause a problem because
Yeah,
they was being boring. So you went and
And the
did
way the
just that.
conversation was going, you knew that.
Exactly. And my
mm-hmm,
whole thing is when you push somebody who at their breaking point, you're gonna get what somebody who at their breaking point is getting. And she was tired of fighting already, the 2 fights that she did. So when you fought her, you pushed her over the edge and she pushed you over that couch, pushed the security with you, and dinked you up. And then even after that, when you wanted to fight again, she kept saying, I'm not cat. Like I'm not like that. Like you're gonna stop playing with me because you seen her lose that fight, you're not Krishan, and she's not
mm-hmm,
the same person she was yesterday. Now she's more prepared, and now she's more up and paying
And
attention to
alert.
y'all as females. Because now she
right,
see, oh, this is the type of situation that I'm in. So now she on her P's and Q's. That wasn't gonna be an easy one for you. She
at
should have thought
all,
about that, but she was drunk
at
and wanted to
all.
cause a
And
scene,
then
so
the
she got
part that
it.
I love about that is the second time she even gave you your head up. She gave
Yup.
you your head up. You still ended up on the floor getting dinked up again. So it's like
How
you
much
did
more
all
you
of that for
want?
what? The main part that I liked about the situation, I like when she was dinking her up on the floor after she gave you your second head up. And it's like you really thought that you had one up on her,
Yeah,
even
because
though,
Krishan beat her up first, so she felt like she had the upper hand.
mm-hmm, yup,
Mm-hmm.
yup.
Basically.
So she automatically thought, well, yeah, you already got beat up once, so why not let's just make it a second time?
But
But
you're
all right,
drunk and you're tired, and that's the thing about it. Like you really keep trying to cause a problem, and you're getting yourself beat up. Like just pack it up, call it a day, and go about your business. Because you're gonna make
yeah,
everybody hate you for nothing.
that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. But all right, we definitely gonna have to move on. I don't want to keep y'all this long how we kept y'all last time, because that was also a lot of editing, y'all. I love y'all so much, but that was a lot of editing. But let's go on to the next topic, which is yours, Fave. Let's get into your topics.
Okay, so my first topic that I really found interesting was the Rolly and Ann fight, because that we did not expect. I swear I did not expect it. So I know y'all did not expect it. I was just like, what?
See me, I thought they were just gonna go get into an argument and she was gonna send Ann about her way, like Ann, I ain't playing with
Yes.
you
Personally,
today.
I felt like Anne put that upon herself.
With
She
Rolly,
did.
Yeah, because you kept antagonizing her after she tried to let it go. She
I
even
was
But
just
sat
that
getting ready to
down.
say she kept on
She even
antagonizing her
sat
after the
down
fact.
and was even rolling up and shit like that for her to prevent it going left. She
Right.
just said what she said and she stood on her shit and you didn't like that. You just was drunk and acting stupid. I hate a sloppy drunk.
Me and you both.
mm-hmm.
That's
I just feel like realistically, the whole way it went was before anything even happened. Y'all was outside talking realistically, and y'all was having a conversation because she asked you a question about how you felt about certain people, and you answered it, and everything was all cool, key, smiley, and everything. Then 2 seconds later, literally, the scene snippet to an outside scene, and then we get back, and y'all are in the house full blown arguing. And I didn't understand until I remembered the point that I had earlier about Ann just being messy and being a drunk and didn't care which type of problem
right.
she started. She just wanted to start a problem. Because if I was just cool with you and we was just outside talking, I'm not gonna feel no type of way about you going up to your room. I'm gonna be thinking in my head like, oh, all right, I don't know what y'all talking about. So now I know how to move around you. Now I don't know if I could say as much as I usually would, because I don't know what y'all about to go upstairs to talk about after me and you just had a conversation. So now I gotta look at you like, you cool, but I'm a tread on water with you, but I'm not gonna
Hmm.
overreact. The fact that you blew up because she had Bree in her room and she was talking to her, she wasn't gonna let her in your room. It's not like they was plotting like, oh, let's go steal her shit. Like nobody was worried about you. That just go to show how much you in your own head. You came downstairs flipping out. She specifically told you, woman to woman, she was not by your stuff. She was not near your room. I would not let her go near your room. Me and her are just having a conversation, and I wanted to roll up. That's it. That's all. I would have been like, okay, cool. I would appreciate it if you don't let her in my room. Good looking, and I would have walked the other way and left it at that. But and being drunk and wanting to cause a problem and not wanting to back down. Oh well, I'm just saying I'm not gonna back down from nobody. And everybody know Rolly. If you watch the Chance season of her on that show, you would know the type of person she was, and she wasn't gonna stand for that. And she was giving you opportunity after opportunity,
To
and you
walk
wouldn't
away.
move. And then
Hmm.
you gonna get on her face talking about what up, Rolly? What up, Rolly? That was the drum point. Y'all mad close, so she knocked the Mario coins out your head. Like it's nothing to be mad at. You put yourself in that
Yep.
position to get the Mario coins knocked out of your head, and that's just what happens. Like,
That's just that.
and
And
then you
you
gonna sit there
gotta
and
fix
say,
that.
"Oh, I was playing and dancing in her face. I didn't think she was really gonna hit me." If you look back and see how you was acting, anybody would really hit you. You was
That
really
was
losing
real
blood.
aggressive play if you was really playing. I don't play like that. Like that's an automatic fight in my book. Like you're not stepping up to my face talking about some what's up, because then you're gonna actually get hit. And then when you get hit, you're gonna be looking at me like I was just playing. Well, I was too.
Talking about I was just dancing. I thought she was just gonna let me dance around her and argue, and that was gonna be it. No grown woman is gonna want to argue and gonna let you do all of that for as long as you
Over
wanted
a
to
girl
do
that
that.
you steady worrying about. The girl is not worried about you. She wasn't even worried about you after the whole simple fact that y'all had the little disagreement in the
Exactly.
beginning. She was not worried about you after that.
She
After
been
that,
stopped
she
worrying
left you
about
be.
you.
And after y'all fought when she was at the house, she left y'all be.
You let her get you beat up because you're drunk and letting A and B equal Z in your head when it really don't. You added a bunch of extra factors that literally have nothing to do with it, and you look crazy. And now
That's a
you
fact.
beat up by the person you was just cool with, looking crazy. And if anybody noticed after that moment, and was real calm about how she was moving the rest of that day. She was just real to herself. She didn't want to say too much because once you get them coins knocked out, ain't
She
nothing
was
left
sitting
but
in the front of the
sense.
bus and everything, separating herself and all that. Said she didn't want to be around the girls and all that. Yep, yep.
Ain't nothing left but common sense after you get the Mario coins knocked out. Ain't nothing left in there but sense. That's all she had left was her common sense.
That's a fact.
My second topic as well is the fact that after they fought, um while Rolly was outside having her conversation, she she was insinuating that she knew she wasn't going to let nobody in her stuff, but Slim, which we all know is Rolly's best friend, that's the 1 to her 10, we know
Hmm.
their dynamic duo. Slim
Mm-hmm.
kind of understood where Ann was coming from, like, which any human being could understand. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I don't understand
While
where
she
Ann
was
was coming from.
explaining it, I said I get it too, but I also then again I get Rolly's side of everything
Exactly.
as
Like,
well. So
that's what I'm saying. Any human being will understand where Ann was coming from, because if you got beef with somebody knowing the surroundings y'all in and they think like Bad Girls Club, you would think I don't want nobody buy my stuff because I don't want nobody touching my stuff. That's the first thing any human will think, because I pay for my stuff, so you not going to destroy what I paid for. So
hmm.
Yeah.
I get it. But I also feel like you dragged it to the next level. So when Slim jumped in, I felt like it was the wrong time because it was like fresh after the beef, fresh after the fight. So you being on your friend's side, now is not the time to be like, well, I agreed with the person you just fought. Like, I agree with the ops. That wasn't the correct moment to do that.
At
I get
all.
where you was coming from, but wrong place, wrong time. That's
Yeah,
just all
I'm
that
about to say
was.
that was going to cause them to fight and everything. Slim got overly emotional about the whole situation and everything. Like, you my bitch, I never choose nobody over you, and that. But at the same time, you have to see it coming from Rolly point of view. At the end of the day, I just had to knock the Mario coins out of her head. Why are you trying to take up for her? I don't care if
And
that
you
bitch was
with
in the right
me.
or whatever. Right. I don't care if that bitch was in the right or whatever. Like my best friend, no. I don't care if I'm right, wrong, or what. You better wait till we get home to let me know anything.
Right.
You better be on my side right dead in there. I don't care what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, whatever. You just better be in the back like that. And if anybody touch him, is whatever.
And when we get home, that's when you be like, you was kind of wrong, but I got
Right.
your
You
back.
let me know like you
Mhm.
you acting up out here, got me into a whole bunch of stuff and stuff like that. You should never you can however you want to go, you go about it that way. But as in you telling me I'm wrong in front of everybody,
And while I'm heated
no.
in the moment, don't do that, because while I'm in the moment, I don't want to hear that the other person was right. I don't want to hear that in the moment. So keep that until I'm a little bit cool. But Rolly did calm down and understand where Slim was coming from. And she felt bad because she like, yo, like, that's like my sister, and I made her cry. I never want to make you feel like that because we really do got a bond. So after all the anger come, and that's the one thing I give Rolly, and I respect her because she could be a grown woman. She could be mad and do you 1 minute, and then after that she'd be like, I'm done with that. I handle my business. I ain't worried about you no more. I'm on to the bag, on to the next thing. So
Right.
after she calmed down, she apologized to her sister. They were still bonded tight like this, and they went on as their business. And that's what a real friendship is for a lot of people who don't understand the term of real friendship. You can argue with your friend and right then and there bond together and
And make
understand
up.
our differences and keep going as two individuals that are best friends. Everything don't gotta be the end of a relationship and the end of a friendship. It's a simple conversation, and they
That's a
showed
fact.
that in that episode to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
And that's another reason why they grew so much more fans after that, is because like even after the simple
The
situation
loyalty
where
that they have to each other.
yeah, I was about to say even after the simple situation that they had, it's still like no matter what, I'm still loyal to you. You still my bitch. You still my A1. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what I said about her. At the end of the day, fuck her. Like you said, fuck her.
I was
Period.
just letting you know, but it's
Right.
still me and you to the end of the time. Maybe I shouldn't have let you know right then and there. I'm gonna work on that.
Right.
But this is me and you still, period. And that's
Right. We
that's what
like
it
this.
is.
We like this.
And that's
But
what
we
it
can
is.
talk about that forever and ever and ever. So I do want to go on to the next two topics so we can finish y'all. I don't want to keep y'all entirely too long. But twin, let's talk about this next topic. What's up?
Well, I want to get into the Jada argument. What is?
Jayla and
Yeah, I want to know what is your perspective on it. What your opinion on it?
my whole thing about the Jayla and the Jayla and Krishan confronting Ann situation, it was like I mean, I feel as though honestly, Krishan was just there to make sure it wasn't nothing extra to go on, because she was like, at the end of
Mhm.
the day, I'm rooming with her, but I'm cool with you. I'm not about to let nothing too nasty
Crazy
happen,
happen.
and I gotta
Yep.
still room with this bitch later.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, you're still
And
cool. We
I
still
don't want
mad
her to
cool.
feel no
I
type of
agree
way
with
about
that.
me
I
hanging
agree
out
with
with
that.
you and I gotta sleep with her. So I'm gonna make sure that I'm in the middle and don't nothing get too
Hmm.
crazy.
And
That's
then when
what.
Jayla confronted her, she was like, "Yeah, you was talking shit and da da da," and it was just trying to push her over to the side. Yeah, whatever. Who said that? Yeah, whatever. Who, whatever. But when Jayla actually stated what was said, she automatically knew who the fuck it came from. She like, "Oh shit, this bitch done snitched me out.
Yeah, and
Oh,
I
so
feel
we
like
got
that's
Mhm.
where
racked."
all the I feel like that's where all the animosity came from with them because it was like
Yeah,
an
because
instigated situation.
that's technically a piece
It was mad
of
instigated.
that's technically a piece of why it Rolly and Ann for, because in the
Yeah,
beginning of that they was outside talking and Rolly asked Ann, she was like, how you feel about Natalie and Jayla? And Ann said messy boots, they be playing and stuff, they be having little things on their own, their whole situation is messy, they be causing problems.
yeah,
So after the whole fight between Rolly and Ann, Rolly then let Jayla know when Jayla was trying to see what was going on and trying to find out the whole situation. Rolly then took it upon herself to let her know she's been talking about you and been talking shit and smiling in your face. Yeah, so I'm just gonna let you know. And Jayla, as an adult, took it upon herself to go see what the problem was, to see what was going on. It's just she didn't expect Ann to react how Ann reacted, but Ann just didn't
yeah.
care
I was
at
about
that
to
point.
say she kind of felt disrespected
Yeah, I
when
just
Ann
felt
was
like she felt more
talking.
disrespected than anything,
Yeah,
and that's
that's why
why it
she
went
kind of
left.
like snapped out like that. Like, first of all, like I came to you as a woman. Like I came to you to talk.
Hmm.
It's not like I came to you in here and was like, put on your shoes. We got to fight because you were just talking about me. I didn't even
Exactly.
know if you was actually talking about me or not. So that's why I came to
Exactly.
talk to you. So when she came in, and she said what she was saying, and that's when Krishan was like, just say what you gotta say. Just say what was on your mind. Spit it all out. And she over there looking at her and started getting raunchy with her, like, and Krishan had to sit back, like, wait, first, who are you talking to? Who are you
Hmm.
talking to? You're acting real weird right now because we were just downstairs talking and all that, and we supposed to be rooming and stuff, and you're acting mad weird right now. So I don't play like that. Like, and
Yeah.
if you know anybody in Baltimore, they don't play the weird walkie. We just
Yeah,
was
and
cool talking. Don't, yeah,
yeah, and if I'm just trying to talk to you and you okay, okay, why you getting close?
Yeah,
Back
like
up,
don't
okay.
talk.
It's like,
Yeah,
girl, I'm here to just make sure that you cool and you getting smart with me. Like we don't gotta
that
stick
part.
together. Stop with the weird stuff. Like what's good with you? You trying to just have everybody as your enemy? That's weird.
Cause I
Like you
kind of
do
felt as though like she was saying in her head like, now what if I would have let this bitch just come in here and I put that battery in her back to just take off on you as soon as she walked in?
basically.
I'd have been wrong. I'd have been looked at as wrong because I was with her, right? But no, I'm trying to be a peacemaker along everything else about making sure everything is good between y'all two. And you want to get smart with me, bitch? I'll slap you too.
And then
Like,
she getting smart with Jayla, and Jayla like, so what type of time you on? Because I'm on whatever you on. Because now I came in here to talk to you, but you giving me the type of vibes like you want to fight and you don't care
like,
about
yeah,
nothing. So now I'm
mm-hmm,
just gonna show you that I'm on whatever you on. If you want to talk, we could have talked. If you don't want to
exactly.
talk, we don't got to talk. It's whatever you want to do, and that's what Jayla was saying. I'm going off your energy. What you trying to do? But you didn't want to fight because you still had a headache. You got a headache. You don't want to fight.
That's
Your
a fact.
brain.
right.
I'm about to say your head's still banging.
You
And the
don't want to
second
fight.
thing I wanted to get into was the whole um Scotty and Krishan. They little her little intro and the way Krishan felt about that. I felt like personally I get where Krishan was coming from, but I feel like you was just hating a little bit. But I felt it because it's like, why did you come in like you thought you was running shit? If you don't go sit down, or you gonna get your ass beat.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And
I
I mean
kind of
that's
understand
that's
where she
safe.
was coming from, but then I understand where Scotty was coming from because bitch, I'm giving my intro. Bitch, y'all was able to get your motherfucking intro, like. So I'm gonna step out here in front like a yup, I run the South, I do all of that good stuff too. Yup, and I do.
Yeah, yeah. And I felt as though that whole part, Scotland was like she was standing 10 toes on whatever she had to say, how she came in, what, and it was like she had a look in her eyes like I knew bitches was gonna try me anyway, but you about to be the first one, and literally she know Rock was like, you said I can't hit her, right?
Because when she
You said
came
I
in,
can't hit
it
her,
was
right? That's the
all.
only reason why I really didn't get up from this chair, because you said I can't hit her, right? All right. All right.
Yeah, because
I
the
bumped myself
only
out the
reason.
conversation. You absolutely right. I bumped myself out of the conversation because like I bumped myself, I'ma bump your ass, and you ain't gonna like how I bump you.
Yeah, because the only reason why it was, first of all, it
I'm
was
be on
mad
your bumper, baby.
animosity. It was mad animosity before she even came in because they was all fighting and arguing. So it was already a heightened rage when she walked in. So she like, oh God, what I'm about to walk into. But she tried to walk in. I feel like she knew what was going on. And she tried to walk in on more of an upbeat, like, hey y'all, what up? We about to turn up, we about to have fun. And like again, wrong place, wrong time. Everybody was not in the mood for it, looking at her like, who is you?
I was
Why
about to
you
say
here?
that's
What
when
you here?
everybody was on Ann's top at that time, and it was the whole house on Ann's top at
Hmm.
that point. It
So
was
she
the
came
whole
in at the
house.
wrong time, but I feel like she came in on some up energy. Like she was just trying to uplift the room, and it was just the wrong crowd. So
Yup.
when she simmered down, and you know, Krishan the one, Krishan going to speak her mind. Everybody else is going to look at Scotty funny, but Krishan going to let it be. Why you coming in on that type of energy? Like you cute and you pretty, but I don't like the way you came in. Krishan even said, I don't know if production told you to come in acting like all of that, but you don't gotta come in acting like that. Like just
Right.
be
You don't gotta
yourself.
come in doing it for the cameras. Like you know her favorite line. You doing it for the
But
cameras.
I really
Like
don't even feel like she was doing it for the cameras. I felt like she was coming in trying to be upbeat, trying to
but
uplift the
in all
room.
reality, if you keep looking at Scotty throughout that season and throughout the next one, you see that that's Scotty's energy. That is just
Exactly.
Scotty's energy. She's always
Exactly.
like she's been like that. And if you look at her Instagram and stuff like that, you see like that's just her. That's just her energy. Like she's gonna flaunt her body off. She's gonna flaunt her face,
Exactly. She
and she's
wanna
gonna
have
do whatever she
fun.
feel. Cause
She
at
wanna
the
have
end,
fun. She wanna drink. She wanna party. She wanna be out in the streets, getting seen and being known. She don't wanna be in the house fighting now. If she gotta defend herself, we could see she ain't afraid to one, two, three.
yeah,
But at the end of the day, that's not what she there for. She there to get a bag and have fun,
exactly.
legitimately.
Cause I like how
Right.
even when Rock said, you said I can't punch her, right? She started walking even closer. What? What you say? Like what?
Mm-hmm.
What? Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for that because not a lot of what's names do that. They were like, "Oh, you're doing too much. Like you're doing too much. You need to calm down." It
But
was never
she
that serious. She straight what? What?
stand her
Let me hear it
ground.
again. Like then she
All
walked
10
away like, "Oh,
toes.
she said she bumped herself out of the situation. She said she bumped herself out of the situation." I was like, "Ooh, okay, Scotty."
Because Krishan tried to be a bully, and when she realized, like, oh, she got a little bit of a backbone, she was like, "You pretty. I'm gonna let you rock. You just came in a little too extra, but you cute."
Right.
And
And
I
then
think
after
Scotty
that,
is
I'm about to say after that they became mad cool. So it's like it was a wrong place, wrong time situation. You can
mm-hmm.
tell because they became mad cool after she got to know her and talked to her in the club and stuff like that. They became mad cool, started kissing each other and everything. So it's like
Exactly. I was just about to say that they became
yeah.
more than
So
friends. They got real close.
How about this case? Scotty did her big one and she introduced herself, stayed on her 10 toes, and also made sure niggas was not gonna punk her while she came in that house, fresh face in the house. No matter if I'm fresh after y'all was already here for 2, 3 weeks or what, I don't care. At the end of the day, this is who here now and I'm here.
Exactly.
But that is all for y'all this time. We will be getting into some more. We really will. But I do have another video coming out. It's going to be before this one, so if you haven't seen it before you seen this one, go back and look at that next video because it's going to be more knowledge to y'all than us. It's basically just to inform y'all about how we're going to be doing things from now on. But y'all will get that another video. But Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Give y'all feedback, like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell below. Y'all already know.
Bye,
Love
Later,
y'all,
cousin.
cousins.
cousin.